up, FVT family? So we are back at it again with another trip to Cancun, Mexico. So for this trip, we decided to go a little bit more economically friendly, and we chose Moon Palace as our destination. This property is a little different from the resorts we're used to. It was divided up into 3 sections: the Grand, which is their elite, Sunrise, which is their mid-level, and Nizuc, which is their lower tier. After extensive research and comparison, we opted for Moon Palace Sunrise. The package I purchased was a phenomenal deal. It was 5 nights, round-trip tickets for flights, and round-trip tickets for transportation to and from the airport for only $2,000. For an all-inclusive, this was an amazing deal. First impressions pulling up to the property: beautiful entrance, gorgeous beautiful flowers, friendly service. We were greeted with beautiful red carnations for the girls and cool towels for everybody. Put the hat on. Ooh, Rico Suave. Action.
All right, so we're here at the Moon Palace. This is our room number 3575. To gain access to the room, they give you a wristband. Tap on it. Let's go see what we got going on.
Men safe, okay?
If you have a wonderful bathroom, they provide lotion tanning, soap, amenities. Also, when you come into the bathroom, very spacious for the walk-in shower with a bench.
I'm gonna harm your children.
That area. As you see, they took their time to decorate, add some art and inspiration, give you a nice warm welcome view. Really taking a minute. But these are our beds. These are full-size beds. Everything in here, from the floor to the sink, is marble.
Okay.
For those who like coffee in the morning, I put some coffee right here. My wife is. We have a Mr. Coffee. So you can get your energy fix. Some of the space that we do see are pretty nice spacious drawers. Also, if you want to hide away or tuck away some nice delicious juice or water, we have a refrigerator below. Push in the doors. And then already comes pre-stocked with refreshments. Everything from your water to your juice to your soda. You also have your water. They also provide a romantic gesture by offering champagne, or excuse me, the romantic side of things. You have a nice jacuzzi, really spacious. And I'm 6'4", so this right here can fit me.
After we got settled into our room, we decided to go tour the property a little bit, check out the pools. The first thing I noticed, which I was not happy about, was the sludge on the side of the pools. As you know, I'm always looking for cleanliness, and this was the first big turnoff I saw about this property. The pools were big, gorgeous, but sadly the cleanliness was not there. Another thing I noticed was there are certain sections that are cut off specifically for the elite members. This wasn't a negative, just something that I noticed a lot of properties do out here in Cancun to help upsell. Next, we headed over to have our first meal. It was a sit-down area that didn't require a prior reservation. It was very close to the beach, which was really nice. The next day, we were given the option to do a property tour with the perk of receiving 4 passes to the Elite Side water park. We were staying in the sunrise section, so we decided to opt in for this because it didn't include access to that water park. The beginning of our tour started with a breakfast buffet at the Grand. This was our first morning here, so this was the first breakfast that we got to experience and didn't really know the difference between our side and this side, but you can definitely see that this area was more upgraded and a little bit more fanciful. After breakfast, we were given a full tour of the entire property of the Grand section. And once we seen the property and the water slides, we realized how much we wanted to be on this side versus the sunrise. This side offered far more amenities, especially for kids. There were sky ropes, bumper cars. The kids club was insane. It had 1,000,000 video games, 4-person air hockey. I mean, you name it, they had it. After touring the grounds, we were given a tour of the Grand Presidential Suite. This is where the property truly shines. But priced at over $1,000 a night, it was a little outside of our budget. So this is where the tour comes in, where they try to upsell you accessibility to these suites. If you're interested in knowing more about how these vacation packages or timeshares work, comment and like our videos so we know to do a video specifically on that. After our tour, which took a couple of hours, we were starving, and luckily we had a reservation already preset for Agra's, which actually comes part of the sunrise section. So there's no upcharge for this restaurant, but you do have to have a reservation. And when I say it was one of the best Indian restaurants I have had in a long time, it was delicious. This is a chai martini. It was phenomenal. We did it. After lunch, we headed over to the kids club at the Grand section. The kids had a ball playing in here for hours. They would not let us leave because there were so many things to do. This kids club is located in the Grand and has 2 sections. The lower level is an all-access area for kids and adults. There's bumper cars, arcades, and 1,000,000 things to do down here. Upstairs is where you'd actually check in your child, and they're supervised in that area, but they are cut off from the lower levels because the supervision can't be complete when there are other adults walking around in that area. So they are required to stay in a specific section. That section is still decked out. It's just not as fun as the lower level, of course. Because we were given access to all areas of this property, I'm going to do another video telling you more in details about why I feel the upgrade is actually not necessary. So stay tuned for our next video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so that way you are alerted for when that video comes out. After doing the tour, we ended up upgrading our room to be over in the Grand area so we would have all access to all areas of the property. And I'm actually going to do another video about why I feel this upgrade was actually unnecessary. After sampling all of the amenities and restaurants, I began to understand how to navigate the value of the other lower tier properties. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell so you are alerted when that next video comes out.
Take a tour inside of our new room.
Oh my God!
As you see, we come with a nice kitchen.
We got it all! Oh yeah. I'm swimming food. Oh, dirty. Never mind.
It does look kind of dirty. Try open.
Oh, we got it.
waiting for? We'll get some, don't worry. You can always use the other pair that are in Eddie's bag. Is it cold?
At this point, you're probably wondering how in the world, if they're a budget-friendly channel, are they able to even afford this type of suite? Well, there's actually a really good backstory to how this even came about. I'll give you more details how we scored this upgrade for free and what actually happened. Just make sure to comment so we know that's the video you want to see. This layout is the Governor's Swim Up Suite and it's massive. This layout is priced well over $1,000 a night for a group of 4, and again, we got this upgrade for free. We were very blessed to be able to experience this upgrade. It definitely enhanced our experience here. Do I feel like it's worth the price point? I mean, if you can afford it, that's great, but for a budget-friendly family, I feel like this room was over the top unnecessary. I was happy with our original room, but if you are a must-have luxury person, this is the room for you. This is the side you probably want to be on. The only small complaint that I have about this room were the marble floors being extremely slippery when walking up the stairs from coming in and out of the swim-up pool, and getting to and from your suite from the main areas of the property. You have to have some form of transportation to help you along because it is a huge property. It's very spread out. So unfortunately, you have to wait for golf carts to come by to take you to your area in your room. And of course, there's a system for that. But when the property is pretty full, it ends up kind of being a problem. The last night of our stay was very rainy, and so everybody was waiting for golf carts to get to their room, and there was a massive line, and it took us over an hour just to get to our room. It was ridiculous. And by the end of our stay, we were over it. So luckily it was on the last night that happened, but I just felt like it was an inconvenience that wasn't worth it when the other properties like the Sunrise area is perfectly located to where you don't need that type of transportation just to get to your room.
You think the only thing that's missing is a tub, right? But no. What do we have here? The 2 person jacuzzi. And if that wasn't enough, I'm just gonna step outside to Nirvana. We've got full-size corner balcony. The kids have already made their way in the pool. Is it warm? You got used to it? I told this boy not to go past there. Eddie! Oh good, he's cleaning it. So and off in the distance, there's 2 gentlemen cleaning the pool. Because there's quite a few flowers that have resort.
So again, as you can see here, it takes a while to get to the main area of the property where all the restaurants and activities are. And I just feel like this part was very inconvenient because you had to wait for transportation to be able to get to and from. Of course, you can walk if you're able-bodied to do so, but our suite was located really far from that area, so we had to take transportation, otherwise we'd be walking for a while. We decided to end our night with room service, and it is included with our package. It is included in the sunrise area as well. The menu is slightly different, but not very much so. And it was okay. I would probably give it like a 7 out of 10. It wasn't terrible, it wasn't amazing, but it was what you might need if you just don't feel like leaving the room and going all the way to the main area of the property. All in all, I'd give this property an 8 out of 10. When we were staying in the sunrise area, I did have elite fever. I was a little bit jealous about not being able to access certain areas, and I think they do that to you so that way you have this urge to want to upgrade or buy into their vacation packages. But by the end of our stay, I realized we were actually utilizing more of the sunrise amenities and restaurants than we were the elite side. So if you stuck around and watched till the end, thanks for watching. I offer free travel consultation and booking. Reach out to me and I'll be happy to help you book for your next family vacation. Bye!